man. The streets is the streets. This is industry. Want to bring their lawyers to battles, man. Don't bring your lawyer, man. Bring your gat or bring your clique, man. Straight up. So it's a big difference.
You sound like you got some personal experience with it.
Personally, I got sued 3 times from ass. 3 times. They not ghetto celebrities. You telling? You're not a ghetto celebrity. You telling? Straight up. And then you know who you are. You sued me.
Come on, man.
Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover, from more on Eminem's latest guest appearance on Netflix's Rhythm Plus Flow, and this one is centered on the comments Eminem made to Latto that has since gone viral, and Latto reacted to the viral moment hours ago, and we'll get to more on this later. Today we also have a continuation of something never before seen in hip-hop music after a battle, and the discussion is on about Drake's decision to take multiple legal actions against UMG over claims of foul play to boost Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us and more. And today we got to hear from both sides of the argument, media personalities in Drake's corner and those against Drake like Joe Budden, and this one led to a clash between Joe Budden and Drake's dad, who fired back at Budden hours ago. And spoiler alert, Joe Budden believes it is over for Drake's career, and the legal actions are pretty much out of desperation, like a kamikaze pilot. More on this later. And starting with the latest on Kendrick Lamar's album, the projections were way off, as if you recall, Joe Budden was out here debating 300,000 in one single day, and if GNX will surpass Damn, which is Kendrick's biggest opening ever that did 603,000 first week, and current projections revealed this. Kendrick Lamar's GNX aiming for #1 debut on the Billboard 200 with over 290,000 units first week, a far cry from most projections, even ours, that started with 350,000 as the baseline, but at least we didn't predict 300,000 sold in one single day. And upon seeing the number of L's Drake's been taking, this is consolation for some of Drake fans that it performed below expectations, and Drake fans wasted no time to pounce. Kendrick's best year of his career, he sells 290,000. Drake's best year, he sold 1.2 million. There's levels, man. Laughing emojis. But just to be clear, Drake never did 1.2 million first week. Views, his biggest opening, did 1 million first week. However, numbers aside, Drake's been getting cooked for the most part, even by some of his supposed loyalists after the lawsuit, as we got this that blew up on social media hours ago.
I don't know who's been in Drake's corner giving him advice recently, but that person is an op. I am a huge fan of Drake's music. Like, I'm gonna put on Drake's music before Kendrick Lamar's any day. But at the end of the day, Kendrick Lamar won the beef. Kendrick is going to be performing at the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, Drake is Drake. And there's a lot of people like me who would rather listen to Drake's music than Kendrick Lamar's. Does he not know that he's Drake? Like, do you see Beyonce responding to every single controversy that involves her? No, because she's past that point. The best thing Drake could have done in this whole beef scenario is practice silence. He tried. He put out his little songs. The songs were pretty good, but nobody cared. None of the songs are touching Not Like Us. If Drake would have just shut up and let us miss him, okay, let us be like, all right, bruh, the beef is over, we need new Drake music, no one would care anymore. It's like when your mom used to tell you if people are being mean to you or people are talking shit about you, don't respond. They want an answer. Most of these people that Drake is beefing with, their biggest hits are with Drake. So Drake goes and says something stupid that I can't defend. You're about to be 40, sitting up on a stream talking about turn that guy's music off. This guy is a fragile op. Like, what are we doing, bruh? Because if it's just about the music, Drake is going to win that battle. Nobody ever wanted to like him. He's always been the corny light skin that was always crying from Canada. But no matter how big you are, people are gonna hate you. People hate Taylor Swift, people hate Beyonce, people hate Drake. It's just a part of the process. What does Drake have to gain from suing Kendrick Lamar? He's Drake. He doesn't need more money. He doesn't need more popularity. What, you need more streams? Like, he doesn't need that either. Everything Drake has done recently has been a bad PR move. Every time he talks, it's just reminding people of why they don't like him. Go put your toes in the sun somewhere, get off Instagram, let the world miss you, and release music in like a year or something. What are we doing?
But she clearly also missed the part that Drake seems to have come to terms with the notion that he's already been replaced by the label. And this is not something that goes away if he takes a break. And as you'd see, even Joe Budden expanded on this, which we'll get to in a moment. And like Drake's #1 unofficial speaker did just days ago, we got Drake's second unofficial speaker out here doing damage control. Check it out from Mal on the Earn Your Leisure podcast about why Drake is in the right to take legal action.
This actually does happen where users are on social media that are not real users that are very vocal in comments, and that persuades public opinion. Drake is saying that that's one of the reasons why that song became so big, because it shaped public perception once the momentum got moving on social media.
And I think that the fact that it shaped public perception, but again, and this is something that I said from the very start of this, love Kendrick fans, support Kendrick, but him calling one of the biggest artists in the world a certified pedophile, to me, that was like, wait, y'all listening to this? Like, you see what happened with Jaguar Wright just went on Piers Morgan and said what she said about Jay and Beyonce. You'll never see Jaguar Wright. You might not ever see Jaguar Wright on another major platform again in your life. God bless. We lost Pac and Big behind a rap battle. Neither one of them ever used pedophile word. Jay and Nas went at it. Neither one of them.
And even I told him this: if that
don't play with that word, bro. That's something
Kendrick that would have said who the girl was he was with, just like he lied about the other kid Drake had. Like, come on, man.
So what's your point about
an orchestrated hit, yo?
The pedophile. You can't call one of the biggest artists in the world a sex offender, and then the label pushed that record and pushed that message. They put millions of dollars behind that message.
They would have sent a cease and desist, yo.
It's like, yo, bro, like y'all really,
like what?
Like y'all really pushed this message to try to defamate his character.
But did he not call Kendrick Lamar a wife beater and abuser of women?
I think he posed the question: when you beat your girl, is because she's bigger than you?
Exactly. So that's calling him a abuser. I believe there's an actual case out on that happened in Vegas where he assaulted a female.
That they swept under the rug too for their financial.
I'm just saying, I think that this is out there. I think Drake is on the side of, yeah, but we didn't spend millions of dollars to push that message though.
Wrong is wrong, but like that.
It was a battle. I said some things. Cool. If it's not true, all right, great, good.
Yeah.
But I also didn't put $20-30 million behind this song into the DSPs and all of this, and then have Spotify take 30% less of a licensing fee to put this on.
Talk about that. What is that?
Lucian obviously is the biggest guy in the music business. Obviously the DSPs and labels are one. So basically it's insider trading.
They in cahoots with each other.
Absolutely.
And some users fired back at Mal with, these dudes stay skipping over the fact that Drake's clown bum accused Kendrick of domestic violence first. UMG distributed his corny bum song too, and he had no problem with that. The dude is mad that he lost while we all watched and walked to Not Like Us. However, Mal also revealed that Drake may be getting the biggest payout in music history with these legal actions. Check out a snippet.
Paul, you think this is actually going? You think they're going to settle? Like, where do you think this goes?
No, ain't gonna be no settlement, bro.
I think Drake is gonna ask for something that no artist has ever asked for or received, and it's gonna be very interesting to see if he receives that.
As far as money?
As far as compensation for damages.
On the lawsuit side?
Absolutely. We talking upwards of $2 billion.
$2 billion?
He gonna ask for a big three. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna ask for a big three.
Well, if he gets look, at that point, public perception. It's been real. It's been real.
I'm just saying, at that point, I don't give a fuck what Black Twitter is talking about. I don't give a fuck what Black Twitter is talking about. I don't care what the barbershops are talking about. If I just sued Universal for $2 billion in my masters and I won, are you kidding me?
And the crazy part, look at this. What percentage of masters do he own out of his catalog?
But I always say this:
he owns a lot of his. I think he owns all of it.
All of it.
Now that's pretty much it from those in Drake's corner, as we got Stephen A. Smith going off right now, and his qualms is that Drake is trying to prevent Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. Check out a snippet from the Stephen A. Smith show.
To wait from that unscathed, because I don't care who pumped what up. If the song wasn't straight fire, there's no way it would have had that many hits, that many downloads. No way in hell. I don't give a damn what they try to pump. I don't care what they try to market. Nobody's having it because you want to hear that song. And so from a legitimate perspective, that argument by Drake in the eyes of a lot of fans out there is illegitimate. But more importantly, he comes off as very weak and very sensitive. And ladies and gentlemen, as a guy that covers sports, do you remember what happened when DeMar DeRozan was returning to Toronto to play? Now that he's a member of the Sacramento Kings, Drake used to love DeMar DeRozan. But DeMar DeRozan was on stage doing Kendrick Lamar's concert in LA months ago, dancing on stage with Russell Westbrook and a couple of other cats, because they all from the same hood, all from Compton. And they were like, yo, DeMar DeRozan used to be a Toronto Raptor. Drake loved him, but then when a reporter asked Drake about DeMar DeRozan's jersey being hung in the rafters as a testament to his greatness as a Toronto Raptor during those years he played there, Drake said, yo, I'd go down there and pull it down myself. It's not far-fetched to believe if he's gonna react like that towards DeMar DeRozan, who used to be his boy. They was once on a magazine cover together, if I remember correctly. If you're gonna act that way towards a cat that you once had love for, why would it be beyond the pale for you to try to get Kendrick Lamar not to be allowed to perform that song on a halftime show for Super Bowl? That is not far-fetched. It's bad. It's bad. And if that happens, I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's not good for Drake.
And boy, Joe Budden is having the moment of his life, as he believes it is finally over for Drake. And even when it comes to these lawsuits aimed at UMG, Joe Budden believes that he should have done this years ago and not now. Check out a snippet from the Joe Budden podcast that looks like a highlight reel from the WWF era of wrestling.
Thank God this is happening. That should have happened in 2014, right after, if you're reading this, it's too late. Right after that, that's when that should have happened. Now, it's too late, and you're only doing it, again, for your selfish, greedy reasons. That ain't about to help him, that's about to hurt him. Now, it's about to get to a point, anybody that stand with Drake, the high-ups is just looking. Stand there if you want. It's over. They sending a clear-cut message. Yo, it's over. And Drake knows it, so I'm not arguing with nobody now. These suits say he knows what time it is. Newsflash. If y'all think the Karen in him don't want to sue Kendrick himself,
but isn't that the purpose
directly, then I don't know what game you're looking at.
If he is sued,
I don't care if they said, hey, go sue him. Guess what? That's jargon to you now. For me, that says even they lying to you different than they normally would. They not going to jump on that suit if Drake sues Kendrick. They've anointed Kendrick. You are going to take us to the next stratosphere. We're not jeopardizing that. It's the field versus you. It's over for you. They're just saying it's over for you. Niggas on the internet talking about this is the biggest L since this is bigger fall off than Ja Rule, which I think is a total slap in the face to Ja Rule. I think the audience owes Ja Rule an apology. Ja Rule was never doing this. This fall off is monumental because to me, this move comes off as, for lack of a better term, like kamikaze.
But it also gives him a better narrative. So now that he can say Kendrick didn't end my career. I went against the boss of all bosses for the people and they took me down and that's why my career is over. I mean, that's a much better ending. Now you can go down as a martyr as opposed to I got bodied in a battle so bad.
That I treated unfairly.
Yeah,
it was the industry versus me.
But
right. It's not a bad ending if you want, especially if you're delusional.
It's not a bad ending if he's writing it and that's it. But he has to battle the optics of this in hip hop. Yeah. And that is you.
So as you heard, he believes this is a last-ditch effort from Drake, a kamikaze of some sort, from someone who already knows that it is over for him when it comes to being the main man at UMG. And Drake fans' comeback at this from Joe Budden is that Kendrick was touted to be Mr. Anti-Industry, so this seems inconsistent with that message now that the industry is siding with Kendrick. And Drake's dad had some words for Joe Budden after his rant. He reacted to this from Joe Budden with "Stand down now," and he added, "Joe needs to back the F off. This has nothing to do with him, period." But we all know that Joe Budden has had a bone to pick with Drake for years now, so it is personal for Joe Budden. And moving on, a segment of Eminem's guest appearance went viral on social media when Eminem said this to Latto.
"I love you, by the way. You're incredible. I gotta tell you that." Thank you. I see you get it.
And while this sparked some interesting reactions like, "I love how Eminem has been giving flowers to the lady rappers who can spit. First young M.A. even before anyone else gave her credit. Now Latto." Well, there are those who most likely got ratioed by Eminem fans in the past. It is so easy to give a compliment. To take those 2 seconds as a legend in the game made her whole week. Probably. I hate Eminem fans, but the guy is a good dude. However, for some reason, we also got those who believe Eminem had other motives. Am I know the game you're playing. And after this went viral, Latto took to IG stories and she reacted with goat emojis. But perhaps Eminem also had another reason to give her props, seeing as when she was beefing with Benzino's daughter Coyle Ray, she also cooked Benzino in the process when she clowned his no-neck having bum. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.